Mornings used to feel like a race I could never win. I used to wake up at 4:30, one alarm after another, rushing into the day before I was even awake. Meetings, obligations, and me running on empty. But lately, I've been learning to move at the speed of my own soul, to let myself slow down, because alignment is quiet. It whispers, it nudges, and you can only hear it when you stop rushing. It's kind of funny. This apartment was once a dream. Back in 2021, when I lived in Chicago, I watched a creator who lived in this building. I didn't know what it was called, I just remember thinking, one day I want to wake up to views like that. I even tried finding it online, and I never did. And then life happened and I forgot about it completely. Months after moving in here in 2025, I felt a nudge to rewatch one of her old videos, and I realized this is the exact building. The dream I couldn't find back then somehow found me when I least expected. But here's something no one tells you. Sometimes the dream you prayed for isn't the dream you are meant to keep. Some things are meant to be lived and then gently released when it's time to move on. Letting go of what once felt impossible, that's its own kind of devotion. A quiet obedience to life, to purpose, Creator, to God. I've always felt called to the ocean. Even as a kid, I remember thinking that a mistake had been made, like I was born in the wrong place. But somehow, the ocean kept pulling me, quietly, patiently. And the journey to get here was long, tiring, and often made no sense. But the heart doesn't speak in logic, it speaks in knowing. People ask how to trust uncertainty, but you don't wait for certainty. You move first when nothing makes sense yet. It's like jumping out of a plane and trusting the parachute will appear on the way down. And somehow, it always does.
Later on in the night, when the crowds have gone, we could talk under moonlight till dawn. We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. You came to me without warning, but I knew why. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while?
I used to rush through everything.
Stay.
Meals were something I squeezed in between meetings. A quick bite off camera right before the next call. It's wild how that starts to feel normal when you've been in survival mode for too long. Now, I'm just trying to slow down a little, choosing presence over performance. And something that's simple like making a smoothie, it actually feels like a reset. Just a moment to breathe and actually be here.
Later on in the night, when the crowds have gone, we could talk under moonlight till dawn. We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. You came to me without warning, but I knew why. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while?
All right, it's time to get some work done. I've been looking at new apartments lately, thinking about moving somewhere quieter, with more nature, silence, and space. Something simpler, softer, more in tune with who I'm becoming. The version of me who once chose the city is slowly evolving into someone who wants the forest, the ocean, a garden, a different kind of home. I used to think that kind of life was my plan B for much later. But life has a way of speeding up the things your soul is ready for. So I'm working on my projects, writing my book, and gently rearranging my life toward the things that feel true. It's a strange in-between phase, but there is something beautiful about it too. And if you're in a similar place, I hope you give yourself permission to follow that quiet pull, the one that doesn't always make sense, but somehow feels like home.